Now, a phone box immortalised in a song by Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark has been put back 2 months after being removed by BT. The phone in Emiles was rarely used, but OMD fans insisted the box was a valuable piece of rock history and persuaded the company to relent.
Following a small victory celebration today, fans hope to make it look as it did back in 1980 when it inspired Red Frame, White Light.
So why is the box legendary? Why is it loved by people, this phone box?
Why is it loved? Okay.
Well, they look great anyway, and they're all disappearing, these things, since the advent of bloody mobile phones.
Yeah.
But why is this one so special?
Well, this one is so special because this is the one that was the unofficial office of OMD.
Right.
So in the days gone by, when OMD were in their youth and they were setting up as a band, Andy McCluskey lived in that road just there behind the railway.
Did he?
And Paul Humphreys lived in a road just over there,
oh my
down
God,
that way.
Such a fanboy.
And they used to, and Malcolm Holmes lived that way, in Parkway. So you had Andy McCluskey in School Lane, you had Paul Humphreys in Frankby Road down that way, and you had Malcolm Holmes in Parkway. Martin Cooper lived in West Kirby, but that little close kind of proximity thing, they all used to meet. It was mainly Paul, I think, and Andy used to meet at this phone box and would actually ring their manager, and their manager used to ring them. So they'd wait in this box for their manager to call them, and it was in this box that they found out about the first top 20 hit.
Right.
And they also used to arrange their gigs here. And basically this phone box, they loved it so much they wrote Red Frame, White Light.
Red Frame, White Light, Red
yeah.
Frame, White Light. Amazing story, amazing phone box. So Steph, the first time I realised the phone box had gone was when I saw a picture of Andy McCluskey, the lead singer of the band, stood here somewhere going, it's gone. So when did you find out?
That's exactly the same time I found out.
Really?
So I was actually on my way to London with my husband. We were on a day trip. We had some cheap tickets for the train.
Right.
And I saw this thing on Facebook of Andy McCluskey with his arms out saying goodbye 6323003. And the next thing I did was just started kind of sending messages to everybody. Sent one to the MP, Margaret Greenwood, sent one to another person who's campaigning locally, Andrew Gardner, and just basically kind of like went to anyone who would listen, and managed to get a load of people together the next night, which was the Sunday night after the box had gone on the Friday, and actually we all stood here in this very spot, had our picture taken, and it actually went in the Wirral Globe.
Amazing.
The following day. Yeah.
Amazing, because it's the sort of thing that, you know, they could take it away and that would be the end of it, and everyone would just be like, oh, well, what a shame. But you got the thing.
Absolutely.
Back. And is this the actual box?
This is the actual box. So inside.
So we've not got a refurbed one?
No. The only part of this that's actually refurbed is the door. So basically, this little box here was taken away on the back of a lorry, taken down to Newark, and it had a barcode put on it before it went, so
you
it was
knew where
traceable.
it was from.
Yeah.
Right.
As soon as this all kicked off, basically they tracked it by the barcode.
I want that one back.
And put it in quarantine.
Yeah.
And it was rescued. But the problem was when it came back, there was a couple of delays with it coming back because the door had been ripped off, which is very distressing when you think about it.
Because that was the door that they would have held to open to take the calls.
I know, exactly. Yeah, so that one's gone.
Oh.
And there were a lot of panels missing. So I kind of discussed these things with BT, and they'd already put a door on it, to be fair, but BT arranged for us to get a load of panels to replace the ones that were broken, and also there was a couple of the panels missing at the top as well, and they replaced those. So fair dues.
Anyway, in a way, it's kind of in a better nick than it was before, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And that's the love, you know. So, Steph, is it still a working phone box?
No, unfortunately not. Right. So people use mobile phones these days, and obviously this was taken away because of that.
Right.
But it's back, and what we're going to do with it is we're going to turn it into a kind of a mock-up of what it would have looked like in the 1980s. So we're going to put a phone in there, and
Amazing.
that phone's going to actually be able to kind of play messages, and we're hoping the band will record some messages that fans can listen to within that box when they visit. The other thing we're going to do, we're going to get local schools, if we can, to do some artwork of the album covers in all different kind of materials.
Right,
so we'd like some woodwork, we'd like some metalwork, we'd like just some drawings and some watercolours of the album covers to be featured in that box.
So the kids round here will be aware of the significance of the box.
Exactly.
Amazing.
And also the band and the culture, the local culture. What we want to do is turn it into a museum of local culture, Emiles and Hoylake, but mainly featuring OMD. But you know, there's other bands from around here, such as the Coral, who are just from Hoylake, and there are loads of different kind of stars and people that have lived in this area. And we want to not feature them so much, but we want to make mention of those different people. And we're going to have, we're hoping to have an old phone directory, but it won't be a phone directory. It will actually have it'll be like a fact file of all the discs the band have released. It will be all the information about the band, and it will have all different information about the local area. And it will also have we'll have a yellow book, with adverts, as the lyrics say. And we're going to feature some local stuff in there as well. So we've got some really exciting things ready to happen.
Did I hear you just say we'll be able to, or the plan is to lift the receiver up and
listen to either a tune or a message that comes from the band? Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Right. So I'll be coming back to this place again and doing another video for you.
I certainly
listen
hope so.
to the messages. So, can we look inside?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Amazing. Steph, raising funds, what are you going to do? I see it says disco there.
Yeah, so we're having a disco tonight at Melrose Hall in Hoylake. We're starting at 7:30 and ending at 10:30, so like an old-fashioned disco. We're going to have a sale of OMD posters that are all signed and photographed. We've got some lapel pins, which are like that, telephone boxes with the number 6323003 on them.
Yes, I'm having one of them.
And we're also going to have a specialist OMD auction of items that have been signed by Andy McCluskey, and they're all connected with the band. We've got a tuck shop there, and we're just going to have a really good time, and it's going to be all 80s music, and of course Red Frame White Light will be played.
I think it may be played, yes. Okay, so there you go. Now you know all about the phone box. If you want to follow it on Facebook, it's even got its own Facebook page, and it's friends of, I think it's the phone number, I can't remember what it was. What was that phone number again? 6323003. There you go.